Hey guys, it's Jessica. I wanted to reach out to you guys again because it's been a while. Um, I'm not here to talk about challenge groups or anything fitness related. I wanted to get down on a level to where you all understand where I came from and why self growth and positivity is such a huge part of my life. Um, Now, my life didn't start out so positive. Everybody might see that on the outside, like happy go lucky Jessica, you know, nothing ever happens to her, but that is not the case. And only some really close people to me know the truth about what's happened to me growing up. So in elementary school, everything was great. But because I'm part Eskimo, and you might not know that about me, I am a Nupiaq Eskimo and grew up in Alaska. And in school, unfortunately, people would make fun of me once they found out that I was Alaska Native. So people would sit there and say, "Oh, is that your uncle on the corner?" And I was just like, "No." And don't do that. People aren't as fortunate as we are. Yeah, there's a lot of alcoholics, and yes, there are a lot of homeless Native people. And unfortunately, there isn't a lot of resources, and they need more. But anyway, um, but what I'm just saying is that that's a comment I would get put on me. I've met guys, well, boys, back in before I went into middle school. Of there was this guy that was interested in me, wanted to date me. We were young. Not I wasn't even a teenager yet. Met at a movie theater. Um, he got my phone number, called me, and when he found out, he asked what my ethnicity was, and I told him I'm Alaska Native and I'm white. And he started laughing, and so did his friends in the background. And they hung up on me. So that was that. And when you're young, it hurts. You know, you don't understand. You're trying to find yourself, and when things start jabbing at you for something you have no control over and something I shouldn't be forced to feel ashamed of, I started to feel ashamed. I felt attacked. I felt very insecure about part of me that is a big part of me, and I started hiding that from people. I didn't want people to know that I was Alaska Native because I didn't want to get made fun of. So that was that. Going through middle school and high school, I didn't have boyfriends. I didn't go on dates. People didn't ask me out. I started to become very insecure because of that. So, unfortunately, when you start feeling insecure, you start getting desperate. Um, I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of the fact that I was like begging for male attention. I didn't do stuff that was crazy. I just was like, "Do you like me? Do just trying to find a place that felt right for me." And no matter who I got with, it was, or who, not who I got with, because I really didn't even date that many guys. But when I was out trying to find a boyfriend, I was very, just like, I don't know if I begged guys. I really chased after guys, and it was stupid, but of course I was young and insecure. And so that was that. For prom, for my junior prom, I was nominated for princess, so I was kind of obligated to go to prom. I didn't have a date, so I asked one of my friends to be my date, and he gladly accepted. And then we went together, and then the senior high school, I went with my ex-boyfriend, who I was with for a little bit under a year, almost a year. And unfortunately, he was abusive physically and mentally. He made me feel like I was nothing at points. I've had bruises around my neck. I've been slapped a handful of times. I'm not proud of that. I would never wish that on anybody. And if you are going through that, I hope you can get out, and I hope you can find a way out and find the strength to get out, regardless if you have kids or if you feel like you don't have the support. Get out. It's not worth it. It is not worth the time. And So yeah, I went through that. I felt so alone at that point in my life. I lied to my parents, well, my mom. I lied to my mom about it. I lied to my friends, or I kept it from my friends. And the ones that I did tell, I felt like they couldn't relate to me, so they just, I know they were probably thinking, just leave, Jessica, just get out. And when you feel alone and that person has manipulated you so much to make you feel like you need them, at that point, that's how it felt. And I didn't know what to do until finally he decided to move out. We weren't living together anymore. And then at that point, I was like, I don't trust this guy. He doesn't trust me. So I'm going to end it. Yeah, I did it over the phone. What are you going to do with an abusive guy? Tell him to his face? Probably not. So I got out of this situation and found my husband. Well, we were friends since I was 15, but finally got with him. And now we've almost been married for 10 years, have 2 beautiful children and 2 crazy dogs, and life is great. He makes me feel beautiful. I don't feel ugly. No matter how much weight I gained in both my pregnancies, he never made me feel ugly or fat or anything like that. When I started doing my fitness, it was to make me feel good for me. It had nothing to do with anything my husband was or wasn't saying. He always told me every day, he tells me I'm beautiful, and every woman deserves that. And so I just want to say that just because things might be dark for you, or you feel alone, or you feel like there's nothing that can help you, or you feel like there's no escape from your situation, there is a way out. But please reach out to somebody, because I spent way too much time with a guy that made me feel like crap. And I would never wish that on anybody. So if anybody's ever making you feel less than what you're worth, get out. Because it ain't going to change. They'll change for like a week. Because that has happened. I threatened to leave, and then, oh, I'm going to change. And then changes for like a week or even 3 days, and then is back at the same crap again. And then you just gotta let it go. You just gotta find a way to get out. And if you have someone that's there for you that's super close, talk to them. Talk to them. Whew. Okay. I didn't cry. I was about to, but I didn't. But anyway, I just want to let you know I'm here for you. I am a real person. I've had a lot of bumps in my life, and oh, and another thing I left out. My father was in the picture till I was 15, 14, something like that. And then he cheated on my mom and left. But he worked all the time, never made time for us as kids. All my choir performances, my dance performances, it was all my mom. My mom was there. My dad was never there because he felt like work was more important. And so I think that's why part of my insecurity in men, I was longing for some type of a connection, for that father figure, like they say you reach out for the type of man that you've never had in your life or that you've always wanted. And unfortunately, because I didn't have that positive father figure, I reached out for men that were similar to my father, which is not a good thing. So that's another story. But anyway, thanks for listening. And if you need someone to talk to, feel free to reach out to me, email me, message me on Facebook. I'm here, and I'm real. I'm not phony. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that everything's hunky-dory, because my life has never been 100% perfect, but I am a lot happier where I am now. And you can be there too. So definitely hit me up. Let me know if you need anything. I'm always here. And you guys take care of yourself. Have a great day. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.